call moom mi nga xam ne moo nekk ci bopp bi yëf yi state guard Kanilaay gi ñoo wax ne dañ ko jël démba fight am na fa moom mooy boss bi moo fa nekkoon he will confirm that for us moom la Fatou Camara doon interview démba that audio ngeen déggoon moo went viral dinaa ko try one more time it's a good thing he's speaking up at least hello Mr. Savage
yes correct yes
naka nga def
alhamdulillah
okay maa ngi laa koole Gambian Talent Radio and yeah jaaxle rek the current situation of the country liñ nekk di please yéen ñuy déglu maa ngi leen a ñaan rek please book and call di interrupt lifin bi bañ replay ko ba pare then we can analyze it together please nañ leen respect loolu especially ñuy call messenger book and call because it can affect the whole thing so nañ leen déglu interview bi rek again yeah with the ECOWAS forces ñu ngi dégg a lot of rumors spreading first Kanilai, of course, that you are responsible for. There was exchange of there was a fight between Yen ak Nyom Fofunono Chair defending Yen ak Wa ECOWAS forces. Is that true? Is that true? Wow, is that true that Demba Yen ak ECOWAS forces is again defending? Sabi balal ma Eva please balal mangatek Eva please balal mangatek I'm doing something very important dinala call yes Mr. Savage yeah balal ma rek da ngeen amone any exchange of fight demba between yen ak ECOWAS troops
no for clarity sake whenever I had interviews the last time they had more on grill radio but nonetheless no problem want to play
Nyohor, please, bull interfere. Buy Savage more, please, Nyohor. Go ahead, Savage. Alaji Nyohor, wow.
No,
Mula don't know. But go ahead, right? I mean, name what you almost want to go back, right? You want to agree with you last time, but you might have that interview. So you are not all the same. Comme nous sommes reportés, but very important for you, we should be very responsible when reporting. Because court is in the Gambia, I'm not family. Court is in the Gambia forces, I'm not family, I'm not extended family. So then when that news was reported, but yes, people don't call guys and family, I don't know. They're going to read the some of them, they're going to extend menu. Mandela, woman Ganyuna, woman Tielema. But in the first place, ECOWAS has a mandate to enter in the Gambia military. So I don't think, well, a sovereign body like ECOWAS, we want to take that risk or we want to go against all conventions or all protocols just to know it can like watch it. Conquer you and one day, no more peaceful resolution. Well, incident I'm on now, I do. Being ECOWAS or whatever. I feel living like see typically. I'm not motor sales Monica. I do typically like Lalujan, Nari Naglari. Nari Naglari. I was typically far from Funeka. So which I think is under investigation, you know, check for Lalu today, you know, because I don't think anybody who are at Gambia right now do a very reason to just lose because I'm on the I will let others to just lose. But in the media, you blow things out of proportion and so that is similar to the same book I send you. So they are not called by Kuneka. There was no attack here. There was just an isolated incident from Malakola. So I'm not, did I just, okay, right. No, dama doon bëgg laaj so yéen amuleen any person waa ECOWAS yi dugga si nañ foofu ECOWAS forces yi dugga si nañ foofu wala dugga si wuñ
no ECOWAS amul mandate pour dugga Gambie so duñ fi dugga ECOWAS I believe the responsible body amul benn mandate pour dugga si Gambie duñ fi dugga no moo tax suñu arrangé 500 jet fighters ci boole bi sax la ñoo em so amul benn mandate pour enter Gambie militaire so ñu xamul vraiment rek ECOWAS dugga pour fight kan.
So they haven't fought with you guys and
no. I mean that mandate for come inside. Yeah,
no, they did have the mandate, Savage, because
they did fire Aruba. Militarily, no, they don't.
We have seen the reports all over. UN passed the resolution. UN Security Council passed the resolution.
Go back to the UN. They need an approval from the UN Security Council.
Which they had.
To do that. UN don't approve at the military. And then, what they are doing, why are they
no, but then the president, no, Naka, from the reports we've heard all over, the president is the one who requested for them to stop for negotiations to continue. And that is why the negotiation continued. Negotiations will take.
Don't do your groundwork, do your homework and find out.
Well, that's why everybody is reporting survey.
UN will resolve the matter peacefully. Don't make guys up to that this, so I can. Not find out properly. They are not mandated to enter your military. Consult anybody or ask them. It wasn't
So what you can tell us is ECOWAS Tugun Fancy Beer Gambia. They are nowhere on Gambian soil. ECOWAS is nowhere on Gambian soil. That's what you are telling us.
No. Nowhere on Gambian.
So how about Saint Getsinak? Because we've seen Gambian people like they are in the air all over. You just Gambian little you get what no you take a beer Gambia. You get report.
Wow, no. I think those are violations. I think they will just fight the more fly over our airspace. I don't know that. They must fly, right?
Okay.
No, but just fight that. Fly, right? Maybe show of force or maybe not your one.
Okay. So your Wahulen at ECOWAS forces, naka Senegalese military, Wahulen and Yom, are you in touch with them?
No. Somebody, they're a new post, it's very good. I'm doing this interview, not because of I want to, but it's good for clarity. I don't know that they are not clear. Not because I owe nobody any obligation. Okay? You are that. Okay? Why is that? Because you know around me, I'm in you know? Not Senegal force. Why should we talk to Senegal force? Do you have any business with them? No. Talk to them. As alluded to by one state reporter, they spoke with Savage, asked Savage to surrender. They Savage a sheep or a chicken to surrender. Huh? Surrender for what? For what? Surrender for what?
So you're
a professional armed forces. They are not coming to fight the rebels or whatever. So we ask nobody, it's nothing as such occurred. So not I buy this, not I buy anything. People, they have families. Means I mean, you and you follow, look at what the new, and the 200 years. I am the family, I'm the no, you don't be disturbed. Okay? That is what you do.
Okay, so you're Senegalese.
You can also find out from the Senegalese. Maybe you can.
Okay. So you, Savage, you are responsible for Kanilai, Kanilai at State House.
I'm the general officer commanding Kanilai Garrison, and I'm the commander of the counter-terrorism unit.
Okay. So State House, who is responsible for State House?
Yeah, find out.
Okay. So legi yow li nga wax nonu demba ma ngi dégg sa interview avec Fatou mu la laaj ne la Adama Barrow is sworn in as the new president. You have a new commander in chief. For the sake of clarity, from the Savage, who are you paying allegiance to at this point? Are you answerable to Adama Barrow or Yaya Jammeh?
I'm answerable to the chief of defense staff.
Okay.
And right? I officer you. Let me use your medium to clear it. But the other officer is that you join for it. I was surprised. Alright? Why? Maybe not much. Wow, whatever was he was calling a colonel. He didn't pass a major. He's a chief commission. Okay? And that was a full Roman major rank. So he's giving, and he has no command authority as a chief commission.
Why Momone con Fajara Barras? Was he
not Fajara Barras? He was still to be a Fajara Barras commander. He may be run.
Why Fajara Barracks commander and Lula Nekon, Mom, he was talking as a Fajara Barracks commander.
Is about to address the issue, so
on what?
Allegiance
okay, wow, you are right, Manko by
Nella, you realize you have a new commander in chief.
Yeah, coming up next,
So,
yep, man,
you realize that you have a new commander in chief, Mangla Kolajan. Savage, please, me call, please. Stop the calls. I'm not gonna take any calls while we are talking to him, just out of respect. Do Majel then calls there afterwards. But Mr. Savage, the family call with Doctor. I will call him back right now. Please, anybody that is calling, we are not gonna take calls. You are just gonna interrupt what we are doing. I will not take any calls. Please. Mangenyan, with all due respect, let us understand Lolo Nono. He would not be very comfortable to talk, and we want to hear from him. We want to know. Yes, we want to know from him, so let us be patient, please. Allow them to definitely, please, as we want to do so. Please, unfortunately, ma am pour even reload the credit be more convoke in the setan. This was a very. I will ask him about those things. Manje reload credit at this point, but then I take the opportunity to appeal to all our listeners to support us, to donate us. If you want us to be able to do all of these things, it's not easy. It's not cheap to call the Gambia. Yaya Jammeh had made the internet so expensive. It's just impossible. For one to be on the line for long without it going. Earlier, I don't call guy non yet credits and don't them minutes and don't them. But Kokumoy Musa Savage, commander of Kanilai, Agmune anti-terrorism, anti-terrorism unit, right? Mune anti-terrorism unit, Tamit is the one in charge of that. Dakhana reports there has been any encounter between Gambian forces, Kanilai forces forces for Future State House. Lolula Dakha already, and what ECOWAS amuñ mandate for Duga Gambia. So Manko Kolat for Dugalatko, and we'll continue to ask him. Konbok, donate to us, we will appreciate same contribution so that we can do this. Mr. Savage, wow. Wow, I'm about my credit budget on.
Yes, as I was saying, okay? And people are hearing those things. Families even go bigger. And Jesus was under me here as my second in command. Okay? You are ready?
Well, you got it loud and clear.
Good. Good. So, more people I won't had his own part of whatever, more interview, while people told him, more ahead. It goes to show you the difference between two of them. Koku and we are in fact, we joined the career selection together, attend the career selection. My mom also died, college died. Okay? Now, we are combat regular commission officers. We went there and we ask officers to lead men and women. Okay? Then through a due process. Okay? I was not enlisted in the armed forces. I was selected. Mom Jesus was enlisted. You enlist other ranks and you select officers. Okay? So mom was system because mom rank amni war fa muna am man muna get to any rank to any level in the armed forces to have a combat regular commission. Alright? I'm 10 authorities that command as a chief commission officer. They major one as a major. So if he comes out, he ran again, but I'm sure he was really one under the influence of alcohol or weed. So mom, if he thinks that he's trying to secure position in the next government coming and defaming the character of others, he's making fun of himself. Even the protest that he's commanding, there's no difference between me and him. So no hot on to power. They are me for 36 years. They're going to, then no, it doesn't work like that. Army doesn't work like that. Okay? Other than 40 years, officers are going to be from school, and test sports, modern high school. They are terms and conditions in the armed forces. Okay? So they are officers. In those days, you have no university in the country. So they take from low level upwards. Okay? 5 credits equals the math and English. So if he is blessed to be an officer, very command a battalion, then the Gambia and police money. So when you are outside, you are general. General, I don't know what they are doing. Being in the eye for 40 years doesn't mean that you should see everybody. No. That's your length of service. I was really disappointed. Despite full messages for two. Sorry for using your video, but it's the right time to do that. I'm not speaking for job from anywhere. Man, somebody can speak for itself. So soldiers on my command that I commanded, I have in all the units in the Gambia Armed Forces. I'm also in the Gambia Armed Forces, Muhammad General Service. So more is making use of himself. Yeah, do about General Service.
Well, Lulu, I'm not sort of sorry for you to clarify that. I did listen to the interview that they had with Party Radio, and they switched their allegiance. I asked you earlier, do you accept that Adama Barrow is your new commander-in-chief?
As I said, it's not for me to say those things. I'm going to be a professional institution, okay? Even talking to you now,
why young Kodef already? Are you trying to just take the opportunity to just clear yourself?
So, this thing is automatic. I think I swore to obey the constitution of the Gambia and the ethics, code and conduct of the Gambia Armed Forces. So it's simple. So what's not going to happen? So if I'm doing that for this, obviously, it's our commander. So more PDSP is in charge of everything. And was thinking of him coming out there, no, it's not professional. Let me tell you that. And don't forget to do those things. Don't do military. Do that in America. Or elsewhere.
No, yeah, it's very possible because it's like we just want to know who we are journalists and ordinary.
kon boog dinaa stop interview Savage bi ñu déglu Yaya Jammeh.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Fellow Gambians, my first preoccupation as President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces and a patriot, and the most sacred at that, is to preserve at every instant and in every circumstance the lives of Gambians, and this is a duty I hold sacrosanct. I have always strived for peace and security of our nation and Africa. During this entire time, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in his infinite wisdom has permitted me to exercise power, and throughout the time that the sovereign people of the Gambia have put their confidence in me, my primary preoccupation has been to uphold the dignity of our people and the sovereignty of this great nation. As a result of all the numerous sacrifices that we and those before us have made as a nation, the Gambia has affirmed its desire to determine its own future and destiny. This is a cause I have always been ready to defend, and even with my life. All the actions we have taken towards building this nation up to this point have distinguished us among the community of nations and given us a pride of place in history. All this while, as a Muslim and a patriot, I believe it is not necessary that a single drop of blood be shed. Since the beginning of this political impasse that our dear nation is going through, I promise before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the entire nation that all the issues we currently face will be resolved peacefully. I am indeed thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that up till now, not even a single casualty has been registered. I believe in the importance of dialogue and in the capacity of Africans to resolve amongst themselves all the challenges on the way towards democracy, economic and social development. It is as a result of this that I have decided today, in good conscience, to relinquish the mantle of leadership of this great nation with infinite gratitude
Alhamdulillah.
for all Indians, women, children, youth and men,
Alhamdulillah.
and friends of the Gambia who have supported me for 22 years in the building of a modern Gambia. I put above all and everything the independence of the free and proud people of the Gambia, and I will always, together with you, defend this independence that we so dearly fought for and won. My decision today was not dictated by anything else, but by the supreme interest of you, the Gambian people.
Thank you.
And our dear country. Taking into consideration my prayer and desire that peace and security continue to reign in the Gambia. At a time when we are witnessing trouble and chaos in other parts of Africa and the world, the peace and security of the Gambia is our collective heritage, which we must jealously guard and defend. I am proud and honored to have served our country, the Gambia. While thanking all of you, men, women, and children, members of the armed and security services, humble citizens, and all those who have supported me or were against me during this period, I implore them all to put the supreme interest of our nation, the Gambia, above all partisan interests, and endeavor working together as one nation to continue to preserve the highly cherished achievements of the country, its sovereignty, peace, stability, and integrity, as well as the economic achievements realized during these years. I pray that the Gambia of Homeland continues to be united and prosperous for the welfare of each and every one of us and be the pride of all. I submit myself only to the judgment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whose judgment is above and beyond man, time and history. The Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only guarantor of truth and justice. Finally, I am truly and sincerely proud to have been of service to you
Thank
and
you.
our noble nation.
Thank you.
I wish to thank each and every one of the security forces, members of government, present and past, my party militants, and most importantly, you, the Gambian people, and the National Assembly members, past and present, for the confidence vested in me and your loyal support. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues to light and guide our path and to shower His mercy and blessings on our great and beautiful country. I wish to take this opportunity to thank my mother, my wife and children for all their prayers and support throughout the past 22 years. I thank you all, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless our mother. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wow.
I'm literally crying.
Balal ma ñu jekkali this survey thing, right? Then we do this analysis. Dama ko doon record. Let's just finish this survey thing.
Has he gone through any selection board?
I am not.
What? You said the measures to what you. But lately I'm our family is at this top. And it's all good for them.
Well, I don't
For you. No, you say that.
Lulu, you understand now for Savage. I understand all of that and I respect it. At this point, you as a soldier, you can say what you want to say. Why you don't what we can ask you and what we cannot. You can answer what you do, or answer us however you want to answer us. Why don't being a man like well a living a man like, and that's what we are trying to tell you. You cannot ask me this question.
For now, that also will guide you for your future interviews.
No, I can ask anybody any question I want. The person is left to the person to answer me. Why I'm a
member of the Gambia Armed Forces. Okay? I'm not an individual, okay?
Okay, but then earlier you posted on Facebook, on your Facebook page, and stuff. You are assuring people. Is that what you're doing? Is that not another? Yeah, but Savage, the current situation of the country, you think that you are not like misleading people? When we have these big tanks, how much in oil? When we have jets in the air, when we have the sea being controlled, when we have this big political impact, everybody is crazy, looking for information, and you want to assure us that everything is well.
I think you read the piece. Inshallah. All right, by God's grace, by Allah's grace, okay, the peace we are known for.
Okay,
we
so
continue in the country. Man, when I pray, when I supplicate to Allah, I am optimistic. I'm
pour ngeen def the right thing because yéen rek yéen a mën a save dëkk bi si jamono ji su fekkee ne with all indications and all reports we are hearing léegi nii bi ma la collé si gannaaw dang ma ne news bi mu ngi on which means Savage, you are also equally worried because you could not talk to me. You wanted to see what the news says. Based on what you told me, you wanted to know what is on the news.
I should be worried. I should be concerned, of course. I'm concerned about this situation, of course. But news news,
still is insisting and ECOWAS forces come into the country because that news is authentic. You say what you said, but all along this is what we had Yaya Jammeh said. ECOWAS is not coming. They only approve peaceful resolution. ECOWAS didn't say they will intervene militarily. And we've seen the ECOWAS forces head to Gambia, led by Senegal and everything, and if Yaya Jammeh refuses to step down. Well, and that is good younger Claire Lulu, and you don't sound like the head yet.
I would mind the culture in the Gambian soil.
No, but they're saying Yaya Jammeh accept today. They come on until 4 p.m. 4 person negotiators in the Lady, if that negotiation proved to be futile and is not successful, they will come.
Go buy a politician.
So, but then what I'm saying, well, we buy a politician. Lady, so guys decided for them, militarily. Are you gonna fight them? Are you gonna put up forces against them?
Simple and straightforward. It was simple as it can be.
Well, in case they do.
Inshallah, no, I'm sorry, I'm Muslim.
Well,
I know the meaning of inshallah. Yeah, but inshallah, it was simple as it can be.
Yeah, Jammeh, are you confirming to me that Yaya Jammeh has decided to leave?
Inshallah, it was simple as it can be.
Well, Lady, what can you tell us about Yaya Jammeh si jamono ji?
Fan la nekk man, dani may commande fan.
Kanilai.
Maa ngi Kanilai.
Okay, yaa ngi Kanilai. But Kanilai, yow nekkuloo in touch with Yaya Jammeh. When was the last time you spoke to Yaya? When was the last time you spoke to Yaya?
Like I said, I'm a politician. Man,
when was the last time you spoke to Yaya? When was the last time you spoke to Yaya?
I have a question for him too. So, buddy.
Okay. When was the last time? When was the last time you spoke to Yaya?
I don't give you any other answer. Man, I'm a politician. Man, I'm a military officer in the armed forces.
Okay, Diallo, like was a question. What question you have for Savage? Diallo?
Savage Nair.
Alhamdulillah.
Earlier on, we'll say yesterday, your mom done déglu sa interview bi ak Fatou Camara on our Fatou network. Mu la doon yaa ngi ko doon wax ne ok yu moom ak Panderi gars yi ñu ngi andi woon sa tour bi on 31st December 31st about ñu deeyoon. And then you're like, so for to clarify, then you just want that to be clarified. And today, Jesus Sibopan Montamit on Fatu Radio Munge you guys are part of it. So what do you
I'm not Christian. I'm not Manila. Luma part of Jesus Luma, there are two different things. Dina Yumane, I was the commander on the ground. And so I was part of the Akatas, Mamalin Juni, Mamalin Weir, like I was at Pandis.
I think you were part of the team. You are at the one, a show guy, you are going to be part of the motion. Everything, the ground is clear. Wow.
Wow, good. Lulu cost my family a lot. All right? And also, my popularity rating in the army, I don't escort degree out. No. So I have no peace of it. But I'm a Muslim. I will not join, I will not be part of anything that is not in line. So when I go, who clarify for me, or can anybody come for them to be part of them? No Hamlet, no Yuricha, no Kukuyo, no Wasa, no Watika Mariana. Now, the Savage was Paragos or Planet was Paragos. I very said that. I was not on that. This country, every time, I defend the country, no responsibility. So this can be done. So it's not at that yet. So now, remember, my people, they say that you want to super problem. What do they do? What do they do? I don't do them. So I'm not doing it. All right? Don't they maybe stop? Saga, you have to wait until Saga. No? I don't. What am I doing? I owe them something. They're going to offer, and not have been a lot of songs. But it's not correct. My typical bar, my local little thing. They're not going to want to know. Who did they report? How much FBI report? Whatever. At least my clarify if I respond to the but not everyone can liberty behind the Messiah was about it. No. Why should we do that? I'm a Muslim. You know, my speak,
why Superintendent Bokulos you want to meet Savage, did you actually Nyanore Nyum Jaga Agai?
No, listen, so long. We're on the other one, no, human time.
If eventually the new government is to take over, and of course justice is to prevail, obviously Satur Monkilolu, if you are called, you will go and defend yourself, and you will say if you did it or not. So you will do it.
And you take it from me, more than anything. Take it from me. Okay? There is no something officer, retired officer, or ex-officer, Kumadana commissioner. That's all I can tell you.
Guys say they're in the logo, and yes,
my year after is what I'm working for, not this world, not this dunya. The job for me is jihad for me. Inshallah, Allah will see me through. Luma def luga wax ci man luma jiw yëpp yàlla baax na amoon na ko on that very day that very that year ci la jógi foofu lu waxoon neex na ma trop al ko is ko sa na wax ak fiya son din gradien ku ne kii ba ko yàlla mu gis ko mu ngay dem 2 years 3 years day soobee yàlla nga dem dem kar bu moo di ko def ma tax
Okay, Savage, I have another question for you. Savage, again, man la dégga waati démba Fatou mu ngi la doon laajte mu la doon wax ne kii président Barrow ñu ngi ko elect démba mu laajte la nga ne ko ne dañ ko elect and then mu laajte la mu ne la ne déggal dañ ko inaugurate waaw mu laajte la waati nga ne ko ne déedéet man yëguma ko kon loolu moo am. But as a Gambian citizen, yow loolu naka la mun a rëccee ba yow loolu xamuloo ko. Inauguration bi.
No, mu nga laaj Savage affaire inauguration yi Adama Barrow bi nga doon.
waaw sax ànd ak yow ko gis naa afta ñu def ko audio ñu say misinterpret moo whatever am na ko waxee après na de amoon na chief of defense staff ok man kenn ma def politicien te moom nu ma waxee naa ko tontu mu ne ma ne yëg nga ko so ala force ni pour ñu ma yëg ko
waaw ba in reality yëg nga ko na yëguloo ko in reality yëg nga ko na yëguloo ko
non déglu ma rek déglu ma ñu ne nga ne ma yow naka liggéey ka te yëguloo ko xale wax ok waaye bu la ko si kan déglu man naa ko tey ma I was still next to xam nga waaw ma su ma ko tax information is that a crime you guys push me whatever as I said ala is right here that's all man ma dem loolu kay ak yow nga tey ni am chance mo wax ne nga 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 ni man ya so ko na ko sa ne wala ka ni ma ko so
Savage, like you said at the beginning, man dama da ñëw foofu noonu yow xam nga ma bu baax and you know you respected me. You know the role you play time bi ñoo dem school, right? They naan gisante ñu nag yéen man dama naan gisante yow xam nga ma xam naa la. So it's not like affaire America moo tax. So dégg sa tur si yéen ay man suma boppa I am kind of shocked to hear your name on certain things that are going on. But whatever the case is, what you are doing right now is acting like a politician, even though you know the politics. Because man, then a question, you know, like Adama Barrow, okay, let's put Savage, the commander of Kanila, aside. Savage as a Gambian, do you realize, or do you know, or do you accept that you have a new president, and that's Adama Barrow? Savage the individual, Musa Savage the individual.
I reserve my opinion. Okay?
Individual Lala like Lady, Musa Savage the commander right now.
In the armed forces, the moment you join the military, everything is owned by the state. So
you are commenting, you're commenting, you have to comment.
Does that answer your question?
No, it doesn't.
In the military, everything is owned by the state.
Yeah, but how comes you can go about making statements assuring people please call us, stop calling. Call us, you call me, stop calling. I'm not going to take any calls.
Serious has done that.
Well, serious, but who are you then to actually still go about to reiterate what he did to make a the job is done. So you are answering, you have to answer. You have to answer, you can do it. You have to answer, answer, bro. You have to answer, you can do it. You like him in the professionalism on the things you don't want to answer. You want to rely on the fact that you are a soldier and your boss should be the one to talk and not you. Why you have to answer your forward?
Political issues, I'm on the command.
Everything here is political. Everything here is political.
I cannot dictate you on the types of questions you ask. I believe. So it's simple. Madam, please, let's go on. Another question. Let's go now.
Go ahead, Anna. Go ahead, Anna.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum, Sabit. Man la Anna Sabit. Naka nga def? Alhamdulillah. Kontaan nañ trop parce que planning pour contacter ay morom yu bari nangu ñoo wax ak ñun. Di tax ni yaa ngi ñoo gis sa time and effort di wax ak ñun pour askan bi déggal la wala dañu dee déggal li ñu neex not docteur bi ñu la gërëm ci loolu noonu at least yaa ngi wax ak ñun you are not showing any arrogance ñun dafa am dañu tontu rudely so dinaa la comment ci loolu noonu man li ma bëgg a wax rek mooy yow nga ne Gambien bi yow Gambien nga liggéeyal you are a citizen which is actually reassuring to hear from a man of your caliber ak position bi nga am suñu réew bi foofu ñu ne leen kontaan naa si yooyu yëpp li ma bëgg rek mooy nga xam ne Gambien si suñu nekk ni ñu ngi tense sakantement nit ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi si diaspora bi ma bëggoon la laaj parce que ñu ngi dégg certain story bëggoon nga dalal suñu xel yi tuuti rek ay lampa yu lii naka ñu ne lampa yaa ngi fay ak yooyu noonu leen ma bëggoon nga wax ni daal lan nga ñu mën a wax ni Gambien si loo xam ne ñu ko mën a déggal lu takku pour suñu xel yi dal you know xam naa ne yaa ngi doon yenn question bi because
inshallah depuis day one depuis campagne whatever mu ne waaye yëpp ama rek mu am ci Gambie ko mo day ñaan te ko na am optimistic na suma ñaan dina nangu so man foofu laa ko permet Gambie dama rek am ci dama rek mooy continue so la ta nga ofa ci yow ma fu nekk la ba
waaw kanilay loolu laa doon bëgg a wax indi ne ana kii namu dara kii fi nekk kanilay foofu lampa oful kii fi nekk ci kanilay foofu lampa duy dem nekkul Banjul or Greater Banjul area. But Savage, really though, we want to know the fate of the Gambia about Yaya Jammeh's issue bi te Halifa ni ko waxee yéen security bi rek yéen a ñu mën a jàppale su fekkee ne this thing is not finished. Who is paying allegiance to Yaya Jammeh and who is not? Yéen ñi nga xam ne yéen a nekk di jël commands. Yaya Jammeh, we are hearing so many conflicting stories about what is happening.
Very thank you. Because we can today the whole Gambia armed forces, from the CDS down to the last private soldier, are all loyal citizens. Okay?
Loyal to who? Loyal to who?
All this, whatever is going on, we hold on to secure the country is a loyal citizen. So I will get in the armed forces, also is loyal citizen. Okay? State bill, people come, people go. State bill stays. So all this in our policy is loyal. So everybody is loyal. Even if they tell me to be disloyal, no problem. That is their own opinion and they are entitled to it. So everybody is loyal. From the serious health to the last private soul. Gambian, you don't know the other policies. We serve the other countries outside the shores of the Gambia. We know each other very well. We know each other very well. I'm telling you, the records that we have set outside the country, and their forces, I'm maintaining. So that was why it was just disheartening. You might say that so-called officer. Sorry for my language or whatever. He mentioned to my name.
yow da nga déglu interview bi man laaj sax yow da nga déglu interview bi ndax yow PSC rek nga si jot ndax da nga ko déglu yow sa bopp.
dama ko déglu ma déglu ko. waaw we have families. Within and outside the country. So such allegations or such.
nekkul dëgg bi ndax nga mer rek ndax dañ
non
nekk dëgg nga mer.
non lu ma yegg dëgg bi ko lu ma waxee dana woon ne kii place sama ut ñu ngi ma jëlale yëpp ñu si ñëwee dañoo bàyyi liggéey bi oui et kii commission 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 dinañ ko fi mbéy you should not even command a section. You are giving a battalion, go somewhere else. That's not the government put the responsibility. You go outside saying, officers are electable, don't know how they are to command you.
Why I've no money to Merek Savage, Fajara Barracks, Yundum Barracks definitely have a big role to play. Even though not
more. And go stable. Yundum Barracks, the officer there is a former regular commission like me. Said, you know, the CSP together. If I bad make the officer I'm sure interview am déguma ko de déguma ko waaye wane na ko I'm sure moom nu waaye affaire yu waaye you can send people friends you know the same right we are more to the officers to lead men and women in arms
man daal
moom mooy ma liste
lu ma bëgg a xam mooy yow fan nga féetee Savé boobu soo ma ko mënee
man pas di féetee place féetee
naam
Gambia ni féetee la féetee
Gambia fu mu féetee nga féetee ba Gambia si Adama Barrow lu féetee
Gambia fu mu féetee
no thank you very much very respectful well lii moo tax ñu bari okay and I said we are a professional institution ñun fii lu mun di xew army bi de am lifin procedures alright ñun duñu liggéey wax yi hot di oncle Sam alright nga ñëw liggéey ak sa baxana ak sa liggéey ko nga wàcce dem déedéet everything you return order ñu teyelu Gambia is our Gambia comme ne isi képp isi dëkk bi Gambia dëkk bi la bugga ok mu ne nag comme su moro bi alright dem hostuli outside or whatever no dañ ko jël as a noble profession te comme nañ ne man boobu naa ne su ma ko defee comme ni ko yàlla buggee su ma dee arjana is my humble abode I'm working for my activity not this world nag fu ma def suma activité bi dama dee rey so xam nga ma liggéeyal pour yomal ci yamal
mën naa ñëw in pour ça
ok ñoo xool demal
saa bi naka nga def alaaji ñoo xool
wali yéen ñuy déglu yéen a ngi déglu Gambian Talents Radio dama am pour rélo daal
dafa mel ni fala téléphone Savage bi dogee Jallow an ma kolaat be sonna mu fay téléphone am bi comme ni ma ko waxee rek bi ma génnee sister in looyam call na ma ne sister jabaram la call na ma moom kat di ma xamal ne moom moo wax Savage ne mu fay téléphone am bi parce que pressure bi is too much saaga yi dafa bari ak yooyu kon boobu mooy interview bi nga xam ne Gambian Talents Radio am nañ ko Musa Savage commander of Kanilai Barak fele ne lay jamono ji Yaya Jammeh announce na ne génn na ci boppi nguur gi so Savage ak soldat yi ci des yëpp dinañ seet nu mu fa taajoo jërë ngeen jëf wiw Barrow kon alhamdulillah